So first rule is always add value, right? You go look at any entrepreneurial video, any crash course, any free webinar. You go look at that stuff online, and they will tell you always add value. They will always they say it all the time, always add value, because if you don't give something to someone else, like they're just not going to take you seriously. So always add value. And the best way to do that, especially with musicians and fans of music, is just to really give like a genuine opinion. Like, don't just be like nice or love your account or that's great. It's so bland and boring and clean cut copy paste. It's spam. And you're trying to disguise the fact that you're spamming people, right? You're trying to make them not realize that. And I think the biggest aspect is just really being genuine and personal and taking time with each person that you work with and saying, you know what, I need to add value. So when you find someone that you're like, this person's gonna like my music, I'm gonna try to get this person to play my song today, right now. I'm gonna get them to click the link. Don't just send them a message that says, hey, nice account, here's a bunch of information about me, here's the link. People just instantly, like, they hit decline. They don't even accept the request. They hit decline, your shit goes away, they don't worry about it, or they block you. Add value, real, genuine value. Don't just be like, love your account. Be specific. Be like, I love that you do this, and this is why I like your account. This is why you got the follow from me. This is what you do differently that sets you apart from everyone else. I love that you do that one thing, you know? You have to be really specific. The second thing you're really gonna wanna do is start a conversation with the person. So again, with musicians, it's really easy. The go-to question is, how long have you been making music? You know, how long have you been making music? How long have you been publishing music? Those are two questions, because I've been making music since I was born. Like, seriously, I can't remember a time where I wasn't making music. Was it good? No. Didn't really start making music until like 2016, 2017. Wasn't a published musician until September 23rd of 2017. So you start a conversation and it's just like, oh, well, that's cool. You know, I started here and here. It's just like, well, what instruments do you play? Oh, I play guitar. I started on piano. I play guitar. You know, I know how to work MIDI instruments now, and I finally got monitors, and I know how to work a digital audio workspace like Logic or GarageBand, just basic stuff. I'm still getting there, but you progress in your conversation. You know, you get the person to forget that they just met you 10 seconds ago, kind of. They're just talking, and you get them to talk and talk and talk. Then you hit them with some tips and tricks, like, hey, little known tip, if you want more streams, get your songs on more playlists. And this is actually true. If you want more streams, get your songs on more playlists. Find playlists on Spotify that have like 100,000, or not 100,000, I'm sorry, 1,000 followers, and get your song on that playlist as soon as possible. And that will significantly get you like daily streams consistently. But you have to add more value. So it's not just, so you added value from the beginning, like an initial, just like a compliment that's very specific, very genuine, like, I really love this about your work. Then you got some info, some detailed bio from them. You got them to start talking about themselves. And then you hit them with the, hey, you know what you might want to try is if you do this, you know, message this person, or you know what artist you might really like, your music kind of reminds me of this. Do you know this artist? You really communicate with the person, start to add more value to the conversation. You went from initial compliment, conversation, and bio to now I'm going to give you even more detailed value that I was going to offer you anyway. And then when they say thank you, when they think, like, oh my gosh, thank you, oh wow, your advice is so helpful, like, yeah, this is going to change everything now, like, wow, this is so great, and be like, yeah, I have to. Tell them, just be like, absolutely, it's not no problem. I always hate that. It's not no problem. I'm happy to help. Because it was a problem. It was not easy for me to do the things that I do. I could have been doing 50,000 other things. Instead, I was spending time talking to you. So it's not no problem. I'm happy to help. Okay? And that's what you have to explain to these people. It's your duty as a musician to take care of the community as a whole. So from the very beginning, I'm not trying to let people know who I am. I'm not pushing my links. I'm not like, yeah, follow James, check out James. I'm like, no. I'm on an anonymous account that's actually promoting a playlist that I created myself, that I'm trying to get people to send me links so I can add them to the playlist, which we'll talk about in a minute. But I'm being secret. They don't know who I am at all, and I haven't tried to get them to click any links yet, or even follow or shout out. I haven't asked them for anything. I'm just giving them a genuine feedback and compliment, started a conversation, learned about their history and where they're coming from, and learned about the person that I'm dealing with, gave them genuine tips and values on how to get their accounts to be better. And now, once they're thanking me and we're in that stage, then I can start to slowly slip in the, hey, yeah, yo, you're welcome, absolutely. I did you a favor just now by helping you out. You kind of owe me in return, and then that's when you ask for the follow. That's when they're practically asking you, like, hey, do you make music? Can you send me a link? That method works very well, and it works a hell of a lot better than just sending people copied and paste messages. You really got to be detailed with each person, especially because there's a lot of people that'll have a language barrier. Spanish is very common, especially in like Latin and hip hop, but I actually am translating to a lot of German and even Japanese when I'm messaging people sometimes. It can be difficult.